welcome. If it's your first time practicing with me, my name is Sam, and I'm subbing for Bram today, this flow 2. And we're gonna start on our backs today. So however is most comfortable for you. If you'd maybe like to come into a constructive rest pose, you can bring your knees together, letting them fall in, and walking your feet off of the mat. You can maybe take a reclined Baddha Konasana, so your knees out, the soles of your feet together, maybe just lying on your back. Whatever way feels most comfortable, just to arrive into the space. And we'll take a few minutes here. So the intention for today's practice is going to be space and the art of creating it. So we begin by creating space in this room, a space of non-judgment, of presence, of quiet support. And we hold space for each other simply by showing up, by breathing together, by sharing this time. And we'll now turn our reflection inwards, creating space in our bodies. And as we move through our postures today, maybe noticing where you can soften, where you can let go. Can you make room in your joints, your muscles, in your spine? And from the body, we then move to the mind, which is often the most cluttered space. Through our breath and movement, we can gently begin to clear away all the noise, the expectations and distractions. So with each inhale, we'll imagine our mind expanding. And with each exhale, releasing what no longer needs to be there. And finally, we come to the breath, which is our most constant and powerful tool. And the breath being spacious by nature, it expands and contracts. And let your breath guide you today. Let it remind you that you are allowed to take up space. And staying exactly where you are, we'll open our practice with 3 Oms. Inhaling for Om. Take a deep cleansing breath here. We'll inhale through our nose, filling up our belly, our lungs, our chest. And exhaling out the mouth, letting it go. You can open your eyes. And wherever you are, we'll bring our knees into our chest. You can hug your knees, rocking from side to side, relaxing, massaging your spine. Maybe noticing any areas of tension and releasing them a little bit more into the mat. Inhale. And exhale. One more breath here. Inhale. And exhale. You can release your knees from your chest. We'll bring the soles of our feet onto the mat. And we'll bring our hips up. So we'll inhale, lift our hips up as we reach for the back of the room. Yeah. Inhale here. And exhale, lowering, bringing our arms back alongside our body. Inhale to lift our hips up, reaching for the back of the room. And exhale, lowering back down. Inhale, lift our hips and our arms, and we'll hold here, thinking about an inner rotation of our thighs, pressing into our heels, remembering to breathe here. Inhale. And exhale, lowering all the way down, bringing our arms by our sides. We'll bring our right knee into our chest, straightening our right leg, grabbing the back of our right thigh, and maybe just pulling your leg a little bit closer here, maybe flexing and pointing your toes if that feels good. Trying to keep our shoulder blades on the mat, your head on the mat as well. Great. And then from here, we'll cross our right leg over our left, letting our legs fall over to the left for a twist. So turning our gaze over to the right. Great. Inhale. Exhale. Last breath here. Inhale. And exhale, you can lift all the way back up to center. Keeping that left foot on the mat, we'll bring that right knee back into our chest, grabbing the outside of our right foot for a half happy baby here. Maybe shifting your leg left and right, maybe rocking a little bit. You can use your left arm for support. Drawing that knee down to the mat. Great. Inhale. And exhale, you can release your right foot back down to the mat. So our feet are hip distance, our ankles underneath our knees, and we'll inhale, lift our hips and our arms all the way up. Inhale. And exhale, lower, bringing our arms back by our sides. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, lower. And inhale, lift up, and we'll hold. Breathing in and breathing out. Last breath here. Inhale. And exhale, lowering all the way down, bringing your arms by our sides. You can bring your left knee into your chest. Straightening that left leg, intertwining your hands behind your left leg, maybe drawing that left leg a little bit closer to your nose, keeping our shoulders, our head nice and relaxed on the mat, flexing and pointing that left foot. Great, one more breath here. Inhale. And exhale, we'll wrap that left leg over the right this time, allowing our legs to fall over to the right for a twist. Maybe turning your gaze over to the left. Great. Inhale. Exhale, one more breath here. Inhale. And exhale, you can come back to center, keeping that right foot on the mat, bringing that left knee into your chest, grabbing the outside of your left foot for your half happy baby, and rocking here. Great. One more breath here, maybe drawing our knee a little bit closer to the mat. Inhale. And exhale, you can release. We'll bring both of our knees into our chest, rocking from side to side once more. And we'll shift that rock from forwards to back. So gaining a little bit of momentum here, maybe grabbing the backs of your knees, until we can roll all the way over our ankles, coming into our first downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Great. So our first downward facing dog, really taking time here. See how your body feels, to maybe move around. You can pedal out your feet if that feels good, lifting one heel and the other. Spreading our fingertips nice and wide. Remembering to breathe in this pose, maybe shifting your hips from left to right. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, we'll lift our right leg up and back, three-legged dog. And exhale, we'll bend our right knee, really opening our hip. So trying to stack our right hip over our left, feeling that nice stretch here. You can keep your shoulders square to the mat. Inhale. And exhale, you can straighten your right leg, coming back to your downward facing dog, the other side. So we'll inhale, lift our left leg up, bending your left knee, stacking that left hip over the right, keeping your hips nice and square to the mat. Great, and straightening that left leg, lowering it back to your downward facing dog, taking a moment here before moving into our flow variations. So our first flow variation, we'll inhale forward to a plank, bringing our shoulders over our wrists, and exhale, lowering all the way down to our bellies, bending our elbows back. You can untuck your toes. Inhale, we'll lift our chin and our chest, using our back muscles here, baby cobra. And exhale, you can lower down, tuck your toes, bring your seat to your heels, lifting your hips up and back to your downward facing dog. Inhale. And exhale. Our next flow variation, inhaling forward to a plank, bringing our shoulders over our wrists. And exhale either from your knees or your toes, lowering halfway chaturanga. So we're hovering off the mat. Inhale, upward facing dog, coming onto the tops of our feet. Our thighs are lifted off the mat. And exhale to our downward facing dog. I will be cueing the chaturangas today, but if you have any other variation you would like to take, feel free. I will also be going around giving some hands-on assists today. So adjustments. If you would not like to be adjusted, you could just lift a leg now, just so that I know. Okay, great. You can slowly start to walk your feet towards your hands. When you're here, you can grab opposite elbows, swaying from side to side, releasing any tension that your lower back is holding. Really letting your head hang heavy here. Really pressing into all four sides of your feet. You can find stillness, and we'll slowly start to roll all the way up to standing. Great. And when you're all the way up, you can bring your hands to your heart. Maybe setting your intention for your practice today. Maybe sticking with our theme of creating space. Maybe that's in your body, your mind, your breath. We'll take one more inhale here. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale, we'll reach up, palms touch. Exhale, we'll fold over our legs with a long spine. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your hands and step or hop back to your plank. Lowering halfway or all the way. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale to your downward facing dog. 5 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Drawing your thighs to the back of the room. Maybe lowering your heels a little bit more into the mat. Inhale. Exhale, and last breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift up high on your toes. Exhale, bend your knees, step or hop to the front of the mat. Lift halfway, lengthen your spine. And exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, reach up, palms touch. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Taking a breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, reach up, palms touch. Exhale, fold over your legs with a long spine. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop back. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale to your downward facing dog. So downward facing dog, prioritizing a nice long spine here, a nice straight spine. So if ever you feel like your spine is starting to round, you can bend your knees a little bit. So I would walk your feet a little bit closer. Yeah, a little bit more. Great. Now relax here. Yeah. I'm gonna pull your hips back, okay? Keep your hands where they are. Move your hands forward. Yeah, there we go. Last breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lift up high on your toes. Exhale, bend your knees, step or hop to the front of the mat. Lifting halfway, lengthening your spine. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, reach up, palms touch. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart. We'll take our Jiva Mukti Sun Salutation. So we will inhale, hook our thumbs, reach up, arch back. Exhale, fold over your legs, intertwine your fingers behind your back, straightening your arms and your legs. Exhale, plant your hands on the mat, stepping your left leg back, gaze forwards. And exhale, your right leg back, downward facing dog. Inhale forward to a plank, shoulders over wrists. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale forward to a plank. Exhale, lower your knees, your chest, your chin, so your sit bones stay lifted. Slide forward, Bhujangasana, baby cobra. And exhale, bring your seat to your heels, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, step your right foot between your hands, gaze forwards, a nice long spine here. Exhale, step your left foot next to your right and fold. Soften your knees, hook your thumbs, reach up, arch back. And exhale, fold over your legs, intertwine your fingers behind your back, straightening your arms and your legs. Exhale, plant your hands. We'll step our right leg back this time, gaze forwards. Exhale, our left leg back, downward facing dog. Inhale forward to a plank. Exhale, lowering halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale to your downward facing dog. Inhale forward to a plank. Exhale, lower your knees, your chest, your chin. Inhale to slide forward, Bhujangasana. And exhale, bring your seat to your heels, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, step your left foot between your hands, gaze forwards. Exhale, your right leg next to your left and fold. Soften your knees, hook your thumbs, reach up and arch back. And exhale, bringing your hands all the way to your heart. Breathing in here. And breathe out. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. sink our hips, sweep our fingertips to the mat, reaching both arms up, Utkatasana, our chair pose. Exhale, folding over our legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Turn your left toes out to the left. We'll step our right foot between our hands. Inhale, reaching both arms up, warrior one. Great, turning these toes in a little bit more. Yeah. Inhale. And exhale, plant your hands, stepping back to your plank, lowering halfway or all the way. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Turn your right toes to the right, stepping your left foot between your hands, reaching both arms up, warrior one. So keeping our hips nice and square to the front of the room. So drawing your right hip forward and left hip back. Inhale. And exhale, plant your hands, step back to your plank, lowering halfway or all the way. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale to your downward facing dog. Taking 5 nice long breaths here. Downward facing dog, really our resting pose for this practice. You can always take a child's pose or come into a tabletop. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lifting up high on your toes. Exhale, bend your knees, step or hop to the front of the mat. Lifting halfway, lengthening your spine. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, sink your hips, sweep your fingertips to the mat, reaching both arms up. Utkatasana, our ribs are in, maybe sinking a little bit deeper. The weight in our heels here. Inhale. And exhale, you can stand all the way up, bringing your hands to your heart, taking a moment here. Breathing in, breathing out. One more breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, we'll reach up, palms touch. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen your spine. Exhale, we'll plant our hands, we'll step our left leg back, lowering our left knee, untuck our left toes, reaching both arms up for Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Taking a moment here to land, so making sure that our right knee is on top of our right ankle, our hips are square to the windows. Inhale to find length here, and exhale, we'll cactus our arms, really thinking about drawing our shoulder blades together, opening our chest, our chin, our heart, maybe adding in that slight back bend here. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach both arms up. And exhale, planting both hands to the inside of that right foot, tucking your left toes, lifting your left knee for our lizard pose. So taking a moment here, drawing that right knee in, finding length in our spine, reaching the crown of our forehead to the front of the room. Now maybe thinking about your hips here. Sometimes the tendency is for that right hip to hike forward, seeing if you can maybe draw it back, your right hip back, your left hip forwards, keeping them nicely in line here. Inhale. And exhale, lowering your left knee, untuck your left toes. Inhale, we'll reach up, Anjaneyasana, low lunge again. Inhale. And exhale, straightening that right leg, flexing that right foot, bringing your hands by your sides. You can place your hands on blocks here for your half splits. So drawing that right hip back, left hip forwards, thinking about keeping a nice long spine here. Remembering to relax your facial muscles here, the muscles in your forehead, between your eyebrows, your jaw. Maybe you notice that it's clenched. Inhale. And exhale. If you're using your blocks, you can move them to the side. We will bend back into that right foot, lifting both arms up. Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Inhale. And exhale, planting your hands on either side of your front foot, tucking your left toes, lift your left knee. We'll step our right leg back to a three-legged plank. Taking a breath here, inhale. And exhale, lowering halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale to your downward facing dog. Taking 3 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And last one. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, we'll reach our left leg up and back, 3-legged dog. Exhale, bringing our left knee into our chest, stepping our left foot between our hands. We will bring that right knee down, untuck our right toes. Inhale, reach up, Anjaneyasana. Taking a moment to land here. Reaching our fingertips up while releasing our shoulders away from our ears. Inhale. And exhale, cactusing our arms, maybe adding in that slight back bend, drawing our shoulder blades together. Feeling the nice stretch here, opening your chest, your lungs, your heart. Great. One more breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach both arms up, Anjaneyasana. And exhale, we'll place both hands to the inside of that left foot, lowering our right knee, untucking our right toes for our lizard. Tucking our toes, lifting our right knee for our lizard. So finding length here in your spine. You're thinking about stretching your spine, creating that space that we're looking to make today. Drawing that left knee in. One more breath here. Inhale. And exhale, you can lower that right knee, untuck your right toes, reaching both arms up. Anjaneyasana, 1 breath here. Inhale. And exhale, straightening that left leg, flexing those left toes, maybe placing your hands on block. Creating space in our spine, between our shoulders, our neck, our skull. 1 more breath here. Inhale. And exhale. You can bend back into that left knee. Inhale, reaching both arms up. And exhale, placing your hands at either side of your front foot, tucking your right toes, lifting your right knee, stepping your left leg back to a 3-legged plank. Taking a breath here, and exhale, lowering halfway or all the way. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, your downward facing dog. 3 nice long breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And last one. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lifting up high on your toes. Exhale, bend your knees, step or hop to the front of the mat, lifting halfway, lengthening your spine. Exhale, folding over our legs. Inhale, reach up, palms touch. And exhale, bringing your hands to your heart, taking a breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, we'll sink our hips, sweep our fingertips to the mat, reaching both arms up, our Utkatasana, our chair pose. And exhale, folding over our legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthening our spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop back chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra, and exhale to our downward facing dog. Inhale here, and exhale. Inhale, we'll reach our right leg up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, bringing our right knee to our chest, stepping our right foot between our hands, reaching both of our arms up for high lunge. Great, so you can always keep a nice bend in that back knee to allow your hips to be square. Thinking about drawing that back heel to the back of the room. Finding length in our arms while releasing our shoulders away from our ears. One more breath here. Inhale. And exhale, we're gonna open our hips to our warrior two. So turning our hips to the left side wall, stretching for the front and the back of the room. Gazing at those front fingertips. Great, inhale. Exhale, thinking about this leg drawing over to the right. Inhale. Exhale, and last breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale to straighten that right leg, take the bend out. Exhale, we're gonna glide forward, reaching for the windows and placing our hand either on the block, the mat, your shin, reaching that left arm up for our Trikonasana, our triangle pose, so that front leg stays nice and straight, gazing up at that left thumb if that's comfortable for your neck. Inhale. Exhale, two more here. Inhale. Exhale, and last one. Inhale. And exhale, look down at the mat. Inhale, we'll rise all the way back up to standing. You can bend into that front knee, coming back into our warrior two. And from here, we're gonna start to shift the weight into our right foot. So coming into our half moon, maybe placing a block in front of you, or you can place your hand on the mat, lifting that left leg, that left arm. You can always keep your left hand on your hip as well. So stacking that left hip over our right. So finding our drishti here, our point of focus. So something in front of you, maybe that's not moving, that you can focus your gaze on. One more breath here. Inhale. And exhale, we're gonna step all the way back into our warrior two. Great, so stretching those arms once again. From here, we'll flip our right palm, inhale, and exhale, reverse warrior. Maybe placing your left hand on your left leg or maybe at your right hip crease. So thinking about creating space here between your ribs. Still bending into that right knee. Great, one more breath here. Inhale. And exhale, coming back through center, warrior two. Placing our right forearm on our thigh or our right hand at the inside of our right foot. Stretching that left arm up and over for our extended side angle. So here, creating space in our upper body. So instead of collapsing into that right leg, maybe come out of the pose a bit and see if you can create some space between your thigh and your rib cage. Inhale. Exhale, taking your bind if that's in your practice. So placing your left hand at your right hip crease, maybe catching your right fingertips. Inhale. Exhale, I'm just gonna, you good? Yeah, okay. One more breath here. Inhale. And exhale, you can release both hands to either side of your front foot at the front of your mat. We'll hop our left foot forward slightly so you can ground that left heel. Both of our legs are straight. Both of our legs are square. Sorry, both of our hips are square to the front of the room. We'll inhale to find length in our spine here. And exhale to fold for our pyramid. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. using blocks. You can move them to the side. And we're gonna bend into that front knee, placing our hands in front of our right foot, lifting that left leg up, coming into our standing splits. So if you have another variation, if you'd like to maybe, grab the back of your right ankle with one or both hands, really lifting that leg up high, trying to keep our hips nice and square. Breathing in, breathing out, last breath here. Inhale, maybe lifting a little bit higher. And exhale, we're gonna release that left leg, crossing it behind our right. So our legs are crossed, yeah. And from here, we'll walk our hands over to the right, feeling that nice stretch in the backs of our legs. You can always place your hands on blocks here. Still trying to distribute the weight evenly into both of your feet. Great. One more breath here. Inhale. And exhale. You can walk your hands back to center. And we'll inhale, lift halfway, lengthen our spine. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, reach both arms up, palms touch. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart. And we'll uncross our legs, taking a breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, we'll sink our hips, sweeping our fingertips to the mat, reaching both arms up, Utkatasana. Exhale, folding over our legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, lifting halfway, lengthening your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale to your downward facing dog. Taking a breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, we'll reach our left leg up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, bringing your left knee to your chest, stepping your left foot forwards. And we'll reach both of our arms up, coming into our high lunge. So squaring our hips to those windows. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Great. Inhale. And we'll exhale, opening our hips to the right this time for our warrior two. So our front heel in line with our back inner arch. Thinking about keeping our torso nice and over our hips. So if you feel yourself leaning forwards, maybe trying to draw your upper body back above your hips. Inhale. Exhale, last breath, breathing in and breathing out. Inhale, straighten your left leg, take the bend out. Exhale, reach forwards, bringing your left hand to the mat, your shin, a block. Reaching that right arm up, our Trikonasana, our triangle pose. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, and last one. Inhale. And exhale, looking down at the mat. Inhale, rising all the way up to standing. Exhale, rebending that left knee over that left ankle. Taking a breath here. Inhale. And exhale, starting to shift your weight into that left foot. Maybe placing that block in front of you. Coming into our half moon. So lifting that right leg, maybe placing that left hand on the block. Or on the floor, maybe even hovering it off of the floor. Great. Flexing that right foot and stacking that right hip over our left this time. Great. Taking one more breath here. Inhale. And exhale, taking a big step back into our warrior two. Inhale here. And exhale, we'll flip our left palm, reaching up and back, thinking about this nice side body stretch here. So if you notice your back is arching, think of it as a lengthening of your side body instead. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale, still bending into that left knee. Inhale. And exhale, coming back through center, our warrior 2. And we'll place our left forearm on our left thigh, or maybe your left hand on the inside of your left foot, reaching that right arm up to where the windows and the ceiling meet. Great. And if you have a bind in your practice, you can inhale, reach up and internally rotate that right arm, maybe catching those left fingertips, creating space here in your upper body. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale, releasing your hands to either side of your front foot, hopping that right foot forward slightly so both legs can straighten. That right heel can be grounded. Inhale to find length in our spine. And exhale, folding over that left leg, maybe placing your hands on your blocks here. Drawing that left hip forward, that right hip back. Thinking about still pressing into that back foot. So maybe distributing some of your weight into that back foot. Great. Last breath here. Inhale. And exhale. If you're using your blocks, you can move them to the side, bending into that left knee. Placing your hands in front of your left foot. Start to shift the weight forwards, reaching that right leg all the way up into our standing splits. And if you did it on the other side, maybe grabbing your left ankle with one or both of your hands. Great. One more breath here. Breathing in. And breathing out. You can exhale, bring that right leg behind that left, crossing those legs. And this time we'll walk our fingertips over to the left. Still pressing into both of our feet evenly here. Feeling that nice stretch in the backs of our legs. Inhale. Exhale. Great, and you can walk your hands back to center. Inhale, we'll lift halfway, lengthen our spine. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, reach up, palms touch. And exhale, bring your hands to your hearts. You can uncross your legs, taking a moment here. How is everyone feeling? Good? Yeah? Is it a little bit hot? No? Good? In a good way. Okay. I'll open this door just to let a little bit more airflow in. Great. So one more breath in our Tadasana here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, we'll sink our hips, sweep our fingertips to the mat, reaching both arms up, Utkatasana. Exhale, folding over our legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop back, lowering halfway or all the way. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale to our downward facing dog. Taking a breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, we'll reach our right leg up and back, three-legged dog. And exhale, bringing our left knee into our chest, stepping our left foot forwards. Right, oh, sorry. I'm getting left and right mixed up. Our right foot forwards. Inhale, we'll reach both arms up, coming into our high lunge. Great. Breathing in here. And breathing out. We're gonna start to shift the weight into our right foot, bringing our left knee into our chest. And we're gonna come into a tree variation. So tree, we usually have our foot on the inside of our leg, but we're actually gonna try on the front of our leg. So you have the choice of placing it on your shin or above your shin. So just kind of hovering it here. It definitely feels different. You definitely feel it more in your left hip. So trying to draw that knee into the midline. Great. Inhale. Exhale. Last breath here. Inhale. And exhale. You're going to start to extend that left leg to the back of the room, coming into our warrior three. Our arms are in front of us. So making sure that this left hip is dropped. Inhale here. And exhale, we're going to send our arms back. Inhale, reach forwards. Exhale, send our arms back. And last one, inhale forwards. And exhale back. We'll take a big step back, reaching both arms up, our high lunge. Inhale here. And exhale, you can plant your hands on the mat, stepping back to your plank. Moving through your flow. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale to your downward facing dog. Great. Few breaths here. Inhale. And exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lift your left leg up and back. Three-legged dog. Exhale, bringing your left knee into your chest, stepping your left foot between your hands, reaching both of your arms up, high lunge, taking a moment here to land, to find stability, grounding through our feet. And we'll start to shift the weight into our left foot, drawing that right knee into our chest. Inhale. And exhale, coming into our tree variation. So maybe placing that right foot on our shin or on our thigh. Grounding through all four sides of that left foot. Great. Maybe reaching our arms forwards a little bit more. That knee in. Inhale. And exhale, we'll start to extend that right leg to the back of the room. Coming into that warrior three. So we'll have our arms towards the windows. So I see that everyone's doing something different. So we're stretching our arms in front of us. Great, turning those right toes down to the mat. Inhale here. And exhale, we'll send our arms back. Inhale, reach forwards. Exhale, sending our arms back. Inhale, forwards. And exhale back. Inhale here. And exhale, taking a big step back, reaching both of our arms up. Inhale here. And exhale, planting your hands, stepping back to your plank, moving through your flow. And we'll all meet in our downward facing dog. Taking some nice deep breaths here. Breathing in, breathing out. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, we'll lift up high on our toes. Exhale, bend your knees and we'll hop to a seated position. Great. Okay, and we'll extend our right leg in front of us, bringing that left foot to the inside of our right leg. Inhale, we'll reach both of our arms up. And exhale, we'll fold over that right leg, keeping our spine nice and long here. So maybe even only going halfway for a little bit, inviting your making your body invite you to go deeper. I feel like there is a better way to say that. Great. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. And last one. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, we'll reach both of our arms up. And exhale, releasing them both by our sides. We'll bring the weight into this right hand, reaching that left arm up, lifting our hips, maybe using that left foot to help press your hips up. See, our right hand is on the mat, yeah. Great, maybe lifting our hips up a little bit deeper, inhale. And exhale, you can lower your hips all the way down. We'll cross that left foot over our right leg for a twist. So you have options. You can keep that right leg straight, or you can maybe bend both of our legs if you'd like, making sure that both of our hips are nice and grounded. Inhale, we'll reach our right arm up. And exhale, twisting over to the left. You can catch hold of that left leg, or maybe use your elbow to deepen your twist here. So with every inhale, thinking about lengthening your spine. And with every exhale, twisting a little bit deeper. Inhale. And exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. And last one. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale back to center. You can bring your arms over to the right for a quick counter twist. And then back to center. We'll lift both of our feet up, coming into our boat. So uncrossing your legs, bringing your hands to your heart here. Inhale. And exhale, we'll twist over to the right. Holding here. Breathing. Last breath, inhale. And exhale back to center, twisting over to the left. So twisting from our belly button, maybe noticing if your feet are getting lower and lower, trying to lift them up a little bit more. Inhale. And exhale, you can lower all the way down. We will straighten our left leg, bringing our right foot to the inside of that left leg. Inhale, reaching both arms up here. And exhale, folding over that left leg. Great, 2 more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale, and last one, inhale, exhale. Inhale, reach both arms up, and exhale, you can release them by your sides, pressing into that left hand, reaching your right arm up, and lifting your hips up. Maybe lifting our hips up a little bit higher. Inhale. And exhale, you can lower all the way down, crossing our right foot over our left leg for our twist. So keeping that left leg straight, or you can go ahead and bend it. Placing our right hand in back of us, twisting over to the right. Every inhale, lengthening. With every exhale, twist a little bit deeper. Inhale. And exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. And last one. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, coming back to center. We will bring both of our knees up, coming back into our boat pose. So lifting our feet, our knees, you can bring your hands in prayer. Inhale here. And exhale, twist over to the right. Maybe this time, option to straighten your legs. If you'd like more of a challenge today, I think I'm gonna keep my knees bent, but inhale. Exhale, last one, breathing in. And exhale, coming back to center, twisting over to the left, lifting those feet up a little bit more. Remembering to breathe here. Last breath, inhale. And exhale, coming back to center. You can straighten both of your legs. Maybe sitting up on a block or a blanket here if you wish. And we'll inhale, reach both of our arms up. And exhale, folding over our legs for Paschimottanasana. So keeping our feet nice and active here. Flexing your feet, keeping our spine nice and long. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. And last one. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reaching both arms up. And exhale, you can release them by your sides. We'll swing our legs over to one side, coming into a child's pose. So stretching your arms in front of you, your forehead to the mat, your big toes together, knees out to the side. Taking a few deep breaths here before we set up for our headstand practice. Inhale. Exhale. So as we inhale, eeling into the back of our body. And exhale, sinking our belly a little bit deeper to the mat. So if you have an existing headstand practice, you can go ahead and get into it. If you would like a little bit of guidance today, I always like to start by intertwining my fingers, releasing my pinkies. I like to start by actually grabbing opposite elbows first, and then intertwining my fingers, keeping my pinkies released. And for headstand, we're always actively really pushing into our forearms. So the weight is not actually like only on our head. So the top of your head to the mat, the back of your head into the palm of your hands. And then from here, maybe you just tuck your toes and straighten your legs. Maybe you just hang out here today, actively pushing into your elbows, your forearms. You can practice walking your toes a little bit closer, maybe bringing one knee into your chest and alternating this. Maybe you bring both and hanging out here. Maybe you stretch your legs all the way up. But no jumping into our headstand because we don't want to hurt our neck. So what I would do is bring both your feet down. Yeah. Straighten your legs. Yeah. So
both?
Yeah, but walk your feet closer while keeping your legs straight.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So straighten your legs. Even more, even more. Just so that your hips go over your upper body, and then from there you can work. Yeah, and of course, if you have a different inversion that you're practicing, you're working on, we have space for that. We have time to practice that. If anyone needs a little bit of guidance here, you can give me a little sign. And yes, there is wall space. Yeah. Yeah,
I
for
could
headstand?
do to help
Yeah,
me,
sure.
like, lift the other leg at the
Okay,
same time.
sounds good.
It could also be just a matter
Oh,
of
like
trying-
both legs, like,
No, because I have like one in my, I'll just show you.
yeah, sure. And if you're done your inversion practice, you can always come into your child's pose. That looks good. Your hips are really over your knees. Okay, I see. You're just lifting up one.
Yeah, so I'm wondering.
So I would come back down when you're lifting up. I would think about like someone's pulling your knees. Yeah, your knees up. So then you're kind of guiding from there because you're just, yeah, and I feel like your other leg is kind of just like hanging out here. But if you're to think of squeeze your inner thighs together and like lift your knees, that will automatically lift your feet. Yeah.
Because I can tell that I can lift them, but then
Yeah.
some things becomes like less engaged.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
No worries. Okay, so if you're still in your inversion, we can start to make our way back down, and we'll all meet in a child's pose. And this time we'll bring our arms alongside our body, our forehead to the mat. Maybe rocking your head from side to side here, massaging your third eye. Feeling the release in your lower back. A few more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. You can slowly start to roll all the way up. Great. And from here, we will separate our legs, keeping our knees together. We'll separate our legs so we can sit in between them. There's always the option here to sit up on a block if you feel like you need a little bit more elevation. Okay. And then from here, thinking about keeping a nice long spine, we're going to bring our hands in back of us. Our fingertips are pointing towards us. And we'll inhale, lift our hips up. Thinking about keeping a nice straight line all the way from our knees, our hips, and our elbows. And you can slowly start to lower from the elbows, keeping that straight line. If ever you feel like that line is coming out, then stay exactly where you are. Maybe dropping your head, maybe you go all the way down. Or maybe you stay just on your knees. So I know this pose can be quite intense. So listening to your body here. Great, Samane, can you think about drawing your thighs closer together? Yeah. So thinking about an inner rotation of your thighs, like your thighs are spiraling together. Great. And if you notice that your knees are lifting off the mat, that means you've gone a little bit too far. So come out of the pose a little bit. Yeah. Great. Drawing your thighs a little bit. Yeah. Great. One more breath here. Inhale. And exhale, coming out of this pose the same way you got in. So with a nice straight spine, coming all the way out. And we'll inhale, reach both of our arms up. Exhale, twisting to the right for one breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reaching both arms up back to center. And exhale, twisting to the left. Inhale here. And exhale. Great. Inhale, coming back to center. And we're going to lift all the way up onto our knees. Great. So you can keep your toes tucked or untucked here. And again, we're thinking of that straight line from this time from our knees to our hips. So we're going to bring our hands at our low back. We'll inhale, lift our chin and our chest, drawing our elbows together. And exhale, you can start to back bend into your camel, thinking about keeping your hips over your knees Maybe you stay exactly where you are here. Maybe it's in your practice to grab your heels with your hands, maybe dropping your head. Great. Listening to your body here. I'm just going to draw your hips a little bit more forward. Yeah, there we go. Inhale. Exhale, last breath here. Inhale. And exhale. If your hands are on your heels, bring them back to your low back, and with a nice straight spine coming all the way back up. Great. We'll inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, we'll twist to the right with our arms in a T. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, twisting to the left. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, we'll plant our hands coming all the way down onto our bellies. Finally. Great. Great. So we will start by extending our left arm in front of us. Okay, we're going to bend our right knee, catching our right ankle. And we'll inhale to kick our right foot into our hands, lifting that left leg, lifting that left arm for a half bow pose. So thinking about drawing our inner thighs together here. So if you notice your right knee going out, keeping it in, you can lift this left leg too. Yeah, there we go. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe kicking your foot into your hand a little bit more. Inhale. Exhale, last one. Inhale. And exhale, lowering all the way down. You can release that foot, turning your gaze over to the right. Maybe shifting your hips from side to side. This time we will extend our right arm in front of us, our left arm alongside our body, and our left knee catching the outside of our left ankle with our hand. Inhale to lift our chin and our chest, kicking that left foot into our hand, lifting the right arm, the right leg. Great. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, last one. Inhaling a little bit higher. And exhale, release, turning your gaze to the left, shifting your hips. You can turn your gaze back to center. This time bending both of our knees, flexing our feet, catching the outside of our ankles. We'll inhale, lift our chin, our chest, kicking our feet into our hands, lifting all the way up. Still thinking about keeping the back of our neck nice and long here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. And exhale, lowering all the way down, turning your gaze to the right and shifting your hips. On our next inhale, we'll flip all the way onto our backs. And here you can bend your knees, planting the soles of your feet on the mat, hip distance. Your arms can be alongside your body. Setting up for our Setu Bandhasana, our bridge pose. So pressing equally into our feet, we'll inhale, lift our lower back, our middle back, and our upper back off of the mat. Staying here, maybe choosing to intertwine your fingers, shrugging your shoulders underneath you. Remembering to press in between your shoulder blades here. Great. And if your fingertips are intertwined, thinking about maybe bringing the soles of your hands together, the palms of your hands together. One more breath here. Inhale, lifting up a little bit higher. And exhale, releasing your upper back, your middle back, your lower back. Bringing the soles of your feet together, your knees out to the side. You can grab opposite elbows above your head here. You can bring your arms back alongside of your body, helping bring your knees all the way back up. Setting up for our second set. So you can inhale, lift your lower back, your middle back, your upper back. If wheel is in your practice, maybe placing your hands at the outside of your ears, propping up onto the top of your head and pushing all the way up. Great. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And last breath, inhale. And exhale. If you're in your wheel, bringing your chin to your chest, lowering to the top of your head, your upper back, middle back, and lower back. This time you can walk your feet to the outer edges of the mat, allowing your knees to topple in together. Maybe shifting your knees from side to side, windshield wipering them. Great, and finding stillness here. We'll bring both of our knees into our chest. And we'll straighten our left leg along the mat, twisting our right leg over to the left for our twist. And for today's twist, option to come into catching its tail. So your right knee is in the twist over the left. You can bend that left knee, maybe catching your left foot with your right hand. Does that make sense? Yeah? Okay. So here, first, straighten this leg along the mat. And now twist. And now you can bend that. Yeah, there we go. No, it's all good. One more breath here in our twist. Inhale. And exhale, you can come back to center, bringing both knees into your chest. And we'll straighten our right leg. This time, drawing our left knee over to the left for our twist. Staying where you are, maybe bending that right knee, catching that left foot with that right hand. And exhale, you can come back to center, bringing both knees into your chest, giving them a squeeze. And we'll extend both of our legs all the way up to the ceiling for a Viparita Karani. If you have a wall close to you, you can use the wall. Or if shoulder stand is in your practice, you can lift your hips and legs up and over, bringing your hands to your low back. All of your fingertips are pointing up here, even your thumbs. And if you're in your shoulder stand, maybe walking your elbows a little bit closer together. Great. Feeling your blood flow. Reverse here. Noticing any sensations in your legs, in your feet, in your upper body. Great. Taking one more breath here. Inhale. And exhale. If you're in your shoulder stand, you can lower your legs all the way up and over you. Maybe coming into your plow pose. And in your plow pose, if you notice your toes touching the mat, you can go ahead and release your hands from your low back. And wherever you are, whether you're in your plow or your shoulder stand, slowly starting to lower your legs all the way down onto the mat. Taking fish pose as our counter. So pressing into the elbows, our forearms propping up onto the top of our head. So turning our gaze to the windows, and the tendency here is for our shoulders to kind of sneak up close to our ears. So seeing if you can create some space here. Maybe placing a block underneath your shoulder blades. Last breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, you can bring your chin into your chest. And exhale, lowering all the way down. Great. If you have any last movement that you would like to make, that you feel like your body is craving, you can create space for this now. Maybe a happy baby, maybe hugging your knees into your chest once more. Anything we did not do in our practice today that you feel like you'd like to do. Just taking time now. And whenever you feel ready, you can take up space, separating your arms, your legs, coming into your final relaxation pose, your Shavasana, your palms facing up to give and receive the energy of others. start to wiggle your fingers, your toes, circling your wrists, your ankles. Taking that deeper breath in that your body is craving. You can stretch your arms up and over, taking a full body stretch. And hugging your knees into your chest, rocking from side to side. Eventually rolling over onto your right. Maybe taking a cycle of breaths here. And whenever you're ready, you can push up into your hands, taking a comfortable seat, keeping your eyes closed. And we'll bring our hands together at the level of our heart, ending our practice today with Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Inhale for Om. Namaste. Thank you everyone. Thank you so much. Thanks for sharing your energy. I wish you all a wonderful weekend, enjoying this nice weather before the snow arrives. There is one announcement. So if you're new and you have the intro offer, which is the fall promo, our membership is $20 off the first month with the promo code LUNAMember20. We could also help you at the front if you wanted to continue your membership after